Hello, this is One Black British Woman's Voice. Okay. Institutional. Ugh. I'll start again. Institutional racism. Here are some examples. If you walk into a police station in Brixton and all the police are white, and the admin are white, and everyone that you encounter when you walk through the door of Brixton Police Station is white, that's institutional racism. If you send your child to a school and the headmaster's white, and the principal and the deputy headmaster's white, and all the teachers are white, that's institutional racism. If you walk into a business in central London and there are 500 members of staff, and out of 500, 5 are non-white, that's institutional racism. I'm just thinking about that last scenario. That actually happened to me. I used to work for the BBC for 6 years, and there was one occasion where out of 250 staff, I was the only non-white. When I say non-white, I mean there were no Asians, no Chinese. Brilliant stuff. Institutional racism. Although the BBC did try to make up with it by having... No, sorry, they didn't try to make up with it. I'm thinking about their BBC Worldwide department, which was inundated with ethnics. But then again, what would you do? You can't very well have Crispin from Oxford reporting about news on in Somalia. You need a Somalian to be able to do that. If you live in a predominantly black area and there's a fire on your street, and the fire brigade comes, and all the firemen are white, and even if you go back to the headquarters of the fire brigade that they came from, they're white, that's institutional racism. What else is institutional racism? Oh God, there's so many examples. But do you get it? Is it beginning to sink in what institutional racism is? Black majority areas shouldn't have businesses where there are only white people working in them. That doesn't make any sense in terms of numbers. London shouldn't be having situations where a 500 strong company only has 5 black people in it. Because London has a high quota of ethnics. Indians, Chinese, blacks. Getting out of London, well, then there's more excuses. I don't expect to go to Devon and see a cafe with a black person serving in it. I mean, of course, there probably would be a black person serving in it, actually. When you do find a black person, they're always serving in it. So, sorry, I'm just thinking, whenever you're in white areas and a club is open, the club will be really white. The only black person is the bouncer, because we all know the subconscious fear that white people have of big, strong black men. So they love to use them as bouncers. So many examples of institutional racism. There's no excuse for it, not in London. There's no excuse for a company doing that. I remember when I was a little silly child, I used to believe the bullshit that was, maybe it's because black people haven't applied for those jobs. But when you graduate and apply for those jobs and you're turned down again and again and again, you get to recognize the BS, which is that statement. If you're doing a film about Africa, and there are no black people in the film, that's institutional racism. If you're doing a film about a black woman and you replace her with a white woman but you put a wig on and brown contact lenses, yes, Angelina Jolie, I'm talking about you, that's institutional racism. So many examples of institutional racism. But my God, the racists will turn around and tell you with a straight face that there is no racism, honestly believing in their own skull that everything that they've ever achieved has been because of their work ethic and their popularity. Not once looking around them and thinking, where are my black colleagues? Anyway, that's One Black British Woman's Voice, and I'm out.